Everybody, and welcome to JesC Transformation Strategies. Welcome to another Sunday Bible reading and study session. Now remember, on Sunday's channel, when I do this every single week, we are learning new concepts. We are learning psychological concepts, okay? We are doing counseling together, okay? So that is why this channel is so much into counseling people as I transform you and as I move you into the direction and the destiny that you're supposed to be in. Okay, so I just want to say before I end up forgetting, anybody celebrating birthdays, anniversaries, and any special events, congratulations and happy birthday on that. Okay, so today's topic is going to be about what are you saying, what are you doing, but it's more especially regarding your words, okay? So today's topic is your words are powerful and life and death lies in your tongue. Okay, so I'm going to repeat it again. Your words are powerful and life and death lies in your tongue. Okay, so today's Bible scripture is going to be from Proverbs chapter 18 verses 21. It says, okay, let's read from verse 20. Okay, you will have to live with the consequences of what you say. So what you say can preserve your life or it can destroy it. So you must accept the consequences of your words. Let me repeat it. Verse 21. What you say can preserve your life or destroy your life. So you must accept the consequences of your words. We thank God for His precious word. So basically today's topic is about your words that is either bringing life or is either bringing death to you. And you don't really notice it because you just say it. Okay, or other people just say it. But I want to say that you need to look at what is your words. Did you ever think about it? Just step back and think about all the words that I've said. I've said to myself, or I've said to others, or I've said to my children, and what impact can I see that the words are resulting? So we also need to look at, is my words attracting or is it resisting? Now remember, what is attracting, you may ask? Attracting is something that you attract, you possess, and you own. Resisting is something that goes away. It doesn't stay to you, okay? Like when you look at a magnet, okay? We have the positive and the negative side. And when you put them together, they attract. But if you have to put a positive and a positive together, it's going to repel. And that same thing applies as well when you got a battery and then you want to put that remote on to put your DSTV on, to put your Netflix on and all that, right? So you got to put it positive and negative. There's no such thing as positive and positive. It's going to repel. So that's how it works with your words. Your words is either attracting, it's attracting your blessing, it's attracting what you wanted in your life, whatever God has bestowed in your life, or it's either resisting. Unknowingly, you don't know why am I always not getting what I want. I think it's time for you to do a self-check. It's time for you to look at, is my words actually good? Is it favorable? Is it powerful? Or is it powerful in the darkness? That's what you need to look at. Okay, so remember now, your words can kill, your words can give life. If you're the person that's always inspiring others, you're the person that talks to people in a good, polite way, with, of course, empathy applied as well, being calm, not being so reactive, then that's all the good words. And that good words leads you to a direction. It leads you into the universe direction. It leads you into the positive spiritual realm. You know how exciting it is to be in that realm? It's very, trust me. And I literally worked quite some time to be in that realm, okay? And I'm not gonna lie, like we do have negative thoughts come in our minds, okay? We all are human, we all have flesh. You know, like as last week we spoke about control and things that are just out of your control. Like, you know what's out of your control. I think now we actually understood about it, okay? If you haven't understood, you can just go back to the video. The video is always available. So it's on the Sunday playlist about controlling. Control is out of your control. So we looked at things that are outside of our control. That's people's opinions, people's judgment, the economy, even your health is literally out of your control. There's nothing you can do about it, okay? As I explained to you, like autoimmune diseases are out of your control. I got an autoimmune disease. I cannot control it. That thing can just pop up anytime. It's out of my control. I'm not going to hold on to something and say, oh my word, it mustn't happen. If it happens, it happens. You live in the day and age, like whatever happens, happens. But you are in control of your words, your thoughts, who you allow in your circle, who you messaging, who you chatting, who you calling, things like that. So it's important to know what is in your control and what is not in your control. And then once you have that, that is why every lesson is a step further. It moves you into growth, okay? So your words is powerful. What words you say, what is it attracting, what is it resisting? Then we need to look at the words that we say needs us to move into the spiritual realms. It needs to move us into, hey, divinity, destiny. So we need to look at how do we get to that destiny, okay, with the words that we are talking. Now, your words can, at least if you look at it, it can uplift somebody or it can actually bring somebody down. So whatever you talk, if you're an elder and you're talking good things to your kids, you're talking good things to everyone around you, or you're a teacher, you're talking good stuff, you are going to uplift a generation, okay? You're going to bring the person up. That person is going to feel motivated, inspired, and feel more loved by you. They feel in a safe space, a safe environment. Why? It's because of your words. You think about it. If you were a child and you were brought up in an environment that's so scary and people are slamming doors, breaking dishes, well, not even literally breaking dishes, but that noise and that impact is just so scary, would you like to stay in that environment? And there's only negative words there. There's comparison, bad words, vulgar languages, the bad stuff. Nobody wants to be in that. Nobody. Your mind will be in a chaos. And when you grow up as an adult, you'll be in a chaos. You won't be able to have good relationships, not just in marriage, but with other people, like in your work and stuff like that. So it all starts off with your words. What are you saying? Okay? So your words can either kill you or it can give you life. And unfortunately, if you're a person always talking negative about yourself, eventually you'll always look at yourself as negative and you'll never see anything positive in your life. You won't even see the small achievements that you have. In my channel from the beginning, I always spoke about celebrating small wins. It's so important, like passing your driver's license, getting your matric, getting some qualification, having a child, or you found a good partner. It's small achievements, right? But it means so much because some other people are waiting to have that achievement. And that's why it's so important to be in gratitude, because when you're in gratitude, God and the universe gives you more things and more things. And I'm talking about good things. I'm not only talking about material wealth, because material wealth does not fully satisfy every need. Trust me, it doesn't. And even having a large sum of money will not satisfy your need fully. I can have all the money. As I told you guys, I had money to buy food, but I couldn't eat. So my happiness was not based on money. It's actually based on your health. It's based on how you feel and a good mind. So it's important to know that. But how do all of these things come? It all comes from your words, because your words is something like a fuel. And what fire is your words generating? That's what we need to look at. What fire is it? Is it a good fire or is it a bad fire that's just going to start spreading and spreading and it's going to destroy? Okay, so I want you to be the good fire that when you burn and burn, your spark ignites other people's fires and then you grow together in a good way. Okay, so your words is actually even like your fruits. Okay, now remember, now when you say a good fruit, a good looking fruit, now, okay, like a nice apple or a pear or whatever, obviously you want to take that first bite. You want to eat that fruit because it's so nutritious to you. It has a lot of good stuff in it. And remember, fruits are very healthy, okay, because that's the good sugars. It's not whenever you're craving now you go and have a chocolate or you go and have whatever. that's like of fats and sugars, which is not good. That actually does not regulate your blood sugars. So you need to have something that's of good fruits, it's healthy and stuff like that. So when you see that good fruits, you know that, hey, this fruit has been grown properly, it's been nurtured well, you got the nutrients. And that's how your words are. So your word starts off whatever you say, and then it builds up into the realms, and then you produce fruits. But you need to understand, like, what fruits am I producing? Am I producing nutrition fruits that where people can actually feed off me because I have good energy? Or am I producing rotten fruits where it's rotten? Whatever I say is rotten. Your words are rotten. Everything comes up is vulgar languages. Is that a good fruit? No, that's not a good fruit. That's a bad fruit. Because if you cannot talk properly, that's not good. Your words, okay? So it's important. If you are into the habit of swearing all the time, I think you need to do a self-examination. Read the Bible, look at the good words, and start reading books as well. Because to increase your knowledge, it actually decreases so much of vulgar. Because what I've noticed with people who actually use vulgar languages, I think it just comes from a place of lack of reading and lack of replacing words. So you angry, you swear. But instead of looking at, hey, you know what, instead of using that F word, let me use another word to replace, because we all get angry. But why use something so profane, you know? So that's how it is. So rotten fruits produce rotten results, and you will know when somebody speaks. It's very out there. Even jealousy is one of the most rotten fruits ever. Jealousy, pride, egos, that's not good at all. That all comes from rotten fruits. So basically that means that your words were always pride. I'm so and so, I got the title, I can do this and that. My kids are like this and that, and they're going to be going here, there. That's all pride. And then you don't even end up hearing what the kids are saying. And the kids are sitting in a nutshell where they don't want to talk about it. They don't want to say that, you know what, I'm going to so and so, I'm going to be a doctor, I'm going to be a lawyer. And then the shadow, they are just the shadow of their parents. And then when the kids grow up, they don't know what they want. They feel indecisive in the decisions that has been made. So it's important. If you're a parent, give your child the opportunity to speak, to decide what career choice would you like to do. You don't need to force him to do big careers and stuff like that. So your words is important. Sit down, relax, talk with him. What would you like to do for your future? Okay? So that's how it starts, with the fruits, the good, the bad. Okay? So it's either the good nutrition fruits or the rotten fruits. And as I said to you, as the Bible even says too, you will know them by their fruits. Okay? You will know them by what they produce. I thank God for that word. Okay, that just popped in my head. Okay? Right. Also, another thing, guys, is we need to look at the source of where things are coming from. So we look at our tongue. Okay? Right, we all have a tongue. Now, I want to tell you something, that your tongue is so powerful. It's one of the boneless organ. It's a muscular organ. It's all part of us. But some of us have just taken it as a normal thing. Your tongue is not normal, okay? Your tongue is powerful. And the reason why I'm going to tell you this is, you know, guys, I always use practical examples, and I always use myself in it, okay? So your tongue is basically a connector to divinity. It's a connector to your destiny. Your tongue is a connector to whatever things that was bestowed on you. Okay, I'm talking about good things now. All right. Now, we understood that our words is what's going to lead us to the direction. It's either going to lead us to good fruits or bad fruits. Now we're going to look at the root of it, which is your tongue. Your tongue is a muscular organ that's going to connect you to your destiny. Okay? So, I'm going to tell you something which is going to be something of general knowledge and psychological knowledge. Okay? And part of the health. Okay? So, guys, do you know people have issues with their tongue? Okay? Your tongue is so important. Why? Because it helps you to speak, it helps you to eat, it helps you to swallow. Have you noticed when you swallow? Just swallow your spit at the moment. When you swallow your saliva, what happens? Your tongue moves, right? So your tongue moves closer to the back of your throat. Okay? It moves. Now, when you move it, it's a muscular organ. That's why I said it has muscles. Like how you move in your body and stuff. Right? Everything has muscles. Now, your tongue also has a muscle, and it's designed to do that because God has designed your tongue to do this. It's part of your whole organ, okay? Especially in your mouth and your jaws. So what happened to me, guys, you'll know my issue has been a grand issue, okay? It's a grand issue on YouTube and everywhere. So I had mouth breathing, okay? So I was mouth breathing since 10 years old, I think, as far as I can remember. Because when I looked at pictures like when I was a baby, I wasn't mouth breathing. Only when I was 10 years old, then it got worse. And then from there, I didn't know that when I come to 1920, it's going to be so bad. So I read on the internet because I'm always, from small, I'm always a person who always looks for information. I'm always a researcher. And I knew it's going to happen. And I told my parents, this is what's going to happen. Okay. I never expected, as me as a child, to literally tell my parents that this is going to happen. Okay. So yeah, it wasn't easy, trust me. So I felt like I was a parent here, you know. Anyways, then what happened is I knew that the tongue posture was bad. So what happened is my tongue, which was not correctly aligned, it pushed onto my front teeth, and my front teeth kept pushing out. So if you guys didn't know, most of your teeth, why it's out, is protruded out, it's all because of your tongue. The tongue is not tamed. Alright? It happens because when you sleep at night, you rest on your pillow, and then what happens is that your tongue, that's supposed to rest at the roof of your mouth, is resting at the bottom. And it's not supposed to do that. So that's why you have sudden episodes at night that you wake up, you grasp for breath, you grasp for air, then you need water, or suddenly you're going to have a panic attack. Okay, so I had all of that. And then also it suddenly can lead you to sleep apnea. So I was very close to have sleep apnea. I was in that stage where they actually said to me, I did the sleep apnea test, and they said, right, you're on the stage now, you're very close to sleep apnea, like give it a year, you're on it. And I was like, I'm going to be on oxygen. I was like refusing it in Jesus' name because I don't want to be on that. That's not easy, okay? And you know, with me, I'm like such an active type, so to be on that was going to be a mission, okay? Because I really got my whole plate full of conditions, you know? So yeah, then eventually what happened is it got so worse to the point that in 2023, 2021, 2022, 3, 4, yeah, that 4-year period, that's when my tongue wasn't doing the thing and I couldn't speak properly. I had issue to talk, I had issue to laugh, I had issue to eat, everything. I couldn't even take tablets. I had to literally train myself. So they even told me as well, you know what, you might have to like go to a speech therapist and all of that. And then I was like, yeah, because I'm also learning as well, because you know I'm an Aries, so I like to do everything. Okay, so yeah, so but anyways, I've been to one of the dietitians and they could see I couldn't talk properly. If you guys see my old videos, like you know that wisdom extraction one, I couldn't talk like this. And then afterwards, when I did the operation, I had to learn how to talk, because remember my lips were closed now, before it was open, so I wasn't able to talk. And I feel sometimes the devil silences you to talk. But let me tell you something, I rose up from the dead because you know why? I had to talk again, and I had to preach the word of God, and I had to tell you that you know what, your miracle is coming. So that is why I was able to talk again at the moment, because the devil tried to silence me with all these conditions. But look where I am today. And that all started with a positive mindset and my words. Okay, so even the surgeon even told me as well, like, you know what, you're going for operation, but if you are negative, you're gonna get negative results. And I thought of it, really thought of it, and I just said, you know what, I'm gonna be positive. And even when I came out from the surgery and I had a complication from the surgery, and I had to be positive again, I had to be brave again, because something was taken away from me, and that was my voice. And I had to be positive, and I was broken in tears and shattered completely, that even my heart was sore. When I was crying, my heart was sore, but I had to be positive. So trust me, guys, when I'm telling you, when I was right down and the loneliest journey alone, and thank God for the good supportive partner that was with me, I had to be positive. So if I had to be positive, in spite of what I faced and totally disfigured, there's even the autoimmune disease even flared up as well, then that's what I'm trying to encourage you today, that you can do it. Okay? And life and death does lie in your tongue. Remember that. So sometimes you have to be in a situation where you're right down and where you have nothing and you lose everything. You lose your health, you lose your energy, and then your test comes to be positive, and you need to take that first step to be positive. So that's what happened. So that's how I'm saying, guys, that I had to also, even after surgery, I had to pronounce words, especially B and P. I'm learning, okay? I won't say I'm perfect. So B and P, and I think I couldn't pronounce milk. Okay, so I used to say like but I couldn't, like, do the milk thing. Yeah, guys, it was hectic. But yeah, so what I used to do when I came up from jaw surgery, or if you know anybody that's going for the jaw surgery or they have any speech defects, I will advise you that when you come out, just say meat baby, because me used to always say meat baby, okay, on my videos. I think I must upload one of it, and I started saying meat baby, and then that helped to actually pronounce that B word, okay, and that M and that B together, because the M and the B, and I think it's also the letter S as well, that affects your tongue and affects, because remember, your tongue is a muscular organ, so you need to learn how to speak, especially if you come in from a situation that you had difficulties, like people have a slurred speech defects and stuff like that. Okay, so maybe you can teach them as well. The tip that I just gave you, I'll put it at the bottom, of how to say and all of that. So yeah, your words are powerful. For you to talk, it's so powerful. So why are you wasting your time talking all the negative things, gossiping, worrying about other people's business? Why? Remember, guys, that the more you focus on other people, imagine this now, right? You're worried about so and so stories. Okay, now this is words. Now remember, words has energy. So you're talking about so and so stories. That's like a ball of energy. That ball is created, and now there's your divinity, there's your destiny. You're pushing it there. Each time you're pushing all that words. Your mind becomes so filled up with so and so stories, drama, gossip. You forget about everything. Your life actually became like a series. You know, when you're watching a series, like even some people are so hooked on the Z world and stuff like that. Right. Discern, please, when you watch those things as well. Please discern. So you're watching the series all the time. Okay, you know what's happening. Okay, everything, you know what's happening, but it's taking up your space, it's taking up your time. Now imagine worrying about other people's garbage all the time. It stores information in your brain, and then you realize that, hey, why I don't have time for myself, why I forgot to do the cooking, forgot to do the washing. It's because your time is gone worrying about what is happening. So also, guys, that is how we need to know, how do we change that words, that mindset into positive and not waste time. Okay, remember, what you confess is what you possess. So you need to look at, what am I confessing into the spiritual? Okay, am I confessing good? Then I need to look at, what do I possess at the moment? Do I possess a good mindset? Do I possess good health? Do I possess good stuff? Or am I still possessing the negative things? So the reason why you're possessing negative things is because you only talk in negative. So why is my kid still in this way? Why is things not working out? It's because of what you are confessing. And then also we need to look at is, when you have a health condition. So let's say now you're diagnosed with something, like you're diagnosed with diabetes, or you're diagnosed with high blood pressure, or you're diagnosed with lupus. Now the first thing is, you got it, okay? But that's not the final answer. No, you can change it. You can change the final answer by being more positive, okay? You don't need to dwell so much that I got it, and I'm going to be captive by it. No. Most of the doctors even will tell you to change your diets, to be positive, keep yourself busy, stay active, eat healthy. Why do they tell you all of that? It's because they don't want you to fully dwell into your condition, and that's also going to make you feel depressed and anxiety and all of that. So you need to also listen to when the doctors tell you to take care of your health and to be healthy, because unfortunately conditions are out of your control. Sickness is out of your control. Anything can just happen. But we know that, okay, it happened. But now we need to look at, how am I going to be positive about it? I don't want to be depressed about it, because once you're depressed about it, then you're going to sit in a slump where it's going to be very difficult to get out. Okay, so how do I speak life? I need to be always saying positive affirmations. Okay, I need to say that I'm beautiful, say that I'm good, I'm kind, you know what, I can do this, I can make it, I can achieve it. Okay, and say all of that. Imagine now you're looking at a mirror, and in this mirror you basically, okay, we're just going to use the Bible as a mirror, okay, because the Bible is a reflection of you. So imagine now you looking at the mirror all the time, and you're saying, you know what, I'm not good looking, right? I'm not good looking. You just say, I'm not good looking. And what happens to you? Your mind straight away knows that you're not good looking, and your cells know it. Who's your cells? Your DNA. Okay, so that's a word that came to me this morning. Your cells recognize that you're saying you're not beautiful, you're not good looking. And once your body feels like that, and it's going to take you time to actually accept the fact that you're actually good looking, and you get good supportive people saying that you're good looking, you got so good hair, you got so good figure, and you're just thinking to your mind like, I wasted my time. Why did I listen to other people saying that I'm not good looking? And look at the good people, supportive people that said I'm good looking. So know your circle. Know your circle. Know who you are mirroring. Who is actually telling you these things. Remember now, the mirror is a reflection of you. Okay? So you need to look at the people that is talking to you. Are they reflecting good to you, or are they reflecting negative? When you see somebody saying that you are not good looking, you're not attractive, you're unworthy, you need to remove it out. And then you need to keep the mirror that's saying to you, I'm good looking, I'm beautiful, I'm unique, I can do this, all the positive things. That's the mirror that you're going to keep with you. Okay, so it's important to have people that reflect you. That's the whole idea. Okay, then also, guys, surround yourself with good people. Watch motivational things, watch supportive things. Don't watch things that's speaking death and speaking negative about you, speaking negative about your relationships. Okay, watch good stuff. Be engaged with content that actually inspires you. Okay, you can also watch my channel, because my channel definitely inspires. Okay, JesC Transformation Strategies, and you can share to all the people who are struggling now with coming terms with their lives, and they always been confessing negative. Okay, because in our channel we want you to be aligned with your destiny. That's what we call for. Now what you need to do is that this week and onwards, you need to have like a daily gratitude journal. So you need to write down, all right, 3 things that you are grateful for. When you write this down, you feel good about it. So let's just say now you're grateful that you have a driver's license. I'm grateful that I have good health. I'm grateful that I can see, I can walk, I can talk. You can talk, right? If you can talk and use that muscles, you can talk. Because there's other people who's even suffering like a Down syndrome child, they can't talk. Think about it. Or somebody that went for vocal surgery. Okay, remember, vocal surgery is not only for people that was singing at a high pitch. No, vocal surgery can happen to anyone. It can happen to throat people, like throat cancer, or you have an issue, you have a growth. Okay, so yeah, you can talk. You have the gift of talking. But why are you talking other things? That's the thing, right? So that's going to stir up your emotion, and it's going to shift your emotional thinking to be gratitude. And that's one of the main things the universe likes, gratitude. Okay, so choose people to choose you. And my last point to wrap up is laugh. You need to laugh regularly. Okay, it's not about just laughing occasionally. So you need to laugh regularly. So always put that smile on, always show the teeth. Okay, laugh regularly. Don't be so stuck up. Okay, watch something, even whatever reel that actually makes you to laugh, because there's so many reels on TikToks like dogs and all these good things. Just laugh about it. Okay, there's a lot of cartoon as well. That's what I always say. Something go into your childhood memories. Watch that cartoon that made you feel good. Okay, even if it's SpongeBob SquarePants, just have like 30 minutes. Just go on YouTube. If you know people are gonna judge you and whatever, because how people talk, they'll say, "Oh, you're so old, you're watching these things." Just put your headphones on. Literally, just put your headphones on and watch it, because that's gonna help your brain as well. You can't only think about adult things. So sometimes you need to step back, enjoy the time when you was young. You had no worries, no stress, no responsibilities, and things like that. Sometimes I actually even do that as well. Right. So laugh really. Laughing is the best medicine, eh? And laughing will actually heal majority of your situations. I think actually why I became like so calm, collective, and everything like that. I used to actually just smile at people. I got the condition. I'll even laugh about it. Okay, like I won't take it. I'm not laughing in an offensive way. I'm laughing like, like when I do have like autoimmune issues, and I'm like, yeah, there's a visitor finally. And I'm also like laughing as well, because you don't want to take it way serious. Okay, so you need to just be normal. Okay, and just laugh, just smile, just be happy. Okay, it even makes your haters to burn in shame. Okay, and then they know like, hey, what happened? We thought you're so sick. And then like yeah, like just laugh it out. So be in that realm of laughing, happy, and all the positive things. Okay, so just to wrap it up, guys, your words is life and death. So speak life, speak positivity. Listen to Toby Mac's song about speak life. Okay, if you do struggle, get into the realm of speaking life in every situation, and you'll see how your situation will change for the better. Thank you guys for listening to the message, and stay tuned to JesC Transformation.